last day of the week of the month, they will do all night. That one is another one entirely. That all night, the only thing remaining is for me to carry my offering and just go and give them or call them from the fence. I bet me not taking an offering now. Story time. Today I'm going to tell you my experience about how I rented an apartment in Lagos. And I believe my story will help one or two persons to know how to buy or rent a property, at least how to rent a property in Lagos, especially when you're relocating from different places and you're coming to Lagos for the first time, or you've finally decided to move into a property and you don't want to have problems. So this is my experience. First, I was relocating from the abroad, and the abroad where I was relocating from, I was staying in a shared apartment. When I mean shared apartment, where I had shared kitchen or shared bathroom, because that is what I could afford, because the rents in that environment was very expensive. So even with my daily income, I could not rent a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. But moving to Lagos, I was like, yeah, finally I'm in my place. Why should I be paying the rent? The money I was paying, okay, the money I paid for rent monthly was what I had to pay in Nigeria for a year. Like, so moving to Lagos and finding the apartments where I rented, I was very, very carried away. Number one, I was not going to share kitchen with anybody or share the washroom with anybody. So that took my mind away. The security was so good. I was like, okay, welcome back to Nigeria, but in a secured environment. That also took my mind over some other things. But with this video, you will get to know the reason why I'm sharing my experience with you, so that if you're going to rent a property, you have to be very careful and check properly. My name is Annette, property lawyer, a realtor, more focused on selling properties to you to endeavor you get that dream home you've been desiring. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and colleagues or whoever you wish to share my videos with. Anyways, thank you once again for seeing this video. So my experience, like I said, is story time. When I moved out from the abroad and came to Lagos, after the agent has helped me find the property and I've gone to do the inspection and stuff like that, and I loved it, aside every other property he gave me or he showed to me, I got carried away. One, the compound was very neat. The property was close to the road, not too deep into the estate or deep into the street. It wasn't that far. It's something you can just quickly access coming to the road, which was something I wanted. I didn't. And another thing, there was light in the environment. There was water in the environment. And what I did not put into serious consideration was that my apartment was close to the generator house. That was the biggest issue I had in that apartment. Few months into the property, there was no problem. So at the time, I was enjoying my rent, enjoying my freedom, my peace, moving from my sitting room to my bedroom to my kitchen, any day, anytime, anything. So it was kind of sweet and a new life to me. So months into staying in the apartment, you know, our original landlord in Nigeria, which is NEPA, they decided to finally welcome me to Nigeria. And then my neighbors, who have been living peacefully, we don't know ourselves, because that is how secure the compound is. The only time you find your neighbor is maybe when you're going to spread clothes or you are going out. So at the end of the day, I didn't even know some of them. So my neighbors welcomed me with the sound of the generator. And not one. Like I said, my apartment was close to the generator house. When I moved in, they were like, yeah, there's always light. There's always light. You can stay here for 24 hours and observe. And I went in and went out, and I saw that it was safe. There was always light, but when there is no light was not discussed to me. And I remember that I told the landlord, what about this generator? He said they don't on the gen all the time because there's always light. And I was like, okay. Oh. And when NEPA welcomed me, I noticed that my neighbors were on the generator, not one, not two. They were on their generator for like 24 hours. for as long as the light goes. Yeah, I could manage the fact that maybe in the daytime they on the gen, maybe I've gone to work and I had nothing to disturb myself about. But at night when I need my peace, generator is ouch. The noise was just too much. Even when I made complaint, like sorry now, you know there is no light. The weather is hot. If it was raining season now, the place would be cold and people can still sleep. But this one, the weather is so hot. And as if that was not enough, when I newly came in, I noticed that there are some activities, or there was a church behind me. That is something you can never find out when you're renting an apartment, except you want to go around the environment, which is something I would have loved to do, or I would want to do when next I'm going to buy or rent apartment. Every Tuesday and Thursday, the church will do their thing, or taking an offering, or because I was listening to all the service and everything. So that was one of the problems I had, or my experience when I rented an apartment, and I did not pick that singular part, that generator house that was close to my house. Every other thing was okay, aside maybe some few things you will discover when you rent an apartment, because most of when you're renting, the house is painted, is clean, you not see the leakage and stuff like that. Or a friend of mine who rented an apartment and called that the water stopped working, and then they had to go to the next compound to fetch water. These are questions people need to find out or to ask. What if the water goes off? What will you do? How do you get water? These are things that I also would have asked, but then I didn't face that problem, that particular problem. The only problem that was my problem was that of the generator. Generator noise can disqualify the apartment. Fine when Nigeria and generator noise and stuff like that, but that one was just out of it. And before you know it, the only thing I was thinking of was how to run away from that apartment. So if you're going to rent an apartment, check where your room is going to be. Check for the noise pollution, air pollution, water, rain. What happens when it rains? What happens when there is no water? What about the security? The location? Is the place secured enough? Is the place good enough? And so many other things. With this experience, I want to believe that 1 or 2 persons will open their eyes more, their mind more, when they're going to rent or buy a property. Anyways, it's your girl Annette. Feel free to share this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop your comments. And if you need me to help you manage your property, give you legal advice about your property, or show you to your dream house, don't forget to inbox me. Thank you once again.